So I was actually going to wait to come and make a video about this because I wanted to allow a little time to go on and then come and give an update. But there is something that I want to talk about today. So as I stated in my last video, I had went and bought my baby a phone, taught her how to use it and all that good stuff. Every day this week, except for today, that I talked to my daughter on the phone, I have been hung up on by my mama because she doesn't want me to talk to my daughter. I spent $200 plus for that phone to get it on and for her earphones just so she'd be able to talk to me. And that stupid, black, ugly, burnt, evil, conniving, stagnation ass bitch took her phone away from her and turned it off. So I haven't spoken to my baby since yesterday night. And as I stated, she was crying when we was getting off the phone because her Gigi took it from her and wouldn't allow her to talk to me. My mama doesn't want me to tell my daughter about the truthful things that she has done to me and to my daughter or anyone else because she's somebody that doesn't take accountability. Them bitches down there in the country know that my daughter is the only thing that they can do to hurt me. When I called to talk to my baby tonight, the fucking phone went to voicemail. And I called multiple times. It's no reason that her phone should be dead. The bitch not allowing her to take it to school. Even though she is responsible enough to take it to school and showed that and proved that, the bitch just don't want to talk to me. You said she didn't need to take the phone to school because she wasn't going to do right. She did right, did exactly what she was supposed to do. Then I want to know, well, why you didn't take your phone to school? Oh, Gigi didn't let me. Why you didn't let her take her phone to school? She don't need it. What you mean she don't need it there? I bought the phone so she could have it. She's not on punishment. She hasn't done anything wrong. You got 8 phones in this bitch. And you not allowing her to call me on none of them. And you bought her a phone. And she got 2 tablets. And I'm not able to talk to my daughter. When I went and bought a whole phone with just for her and I, so we could talk until I'm able to get her back. Because, and I hate having to keep bringing this shit up, but I have been through a lot of traumatic shit in my life. I was sexually assaulted last year by my child's father. And then he left violently on top of that, not peacefully. He also destroyed things of mine and took things of mine that fucked up my mental state. That would fuck up anybody's mental state, getting sexually assaulted, you know? And I've been not trying to drown in that trauma, but fight through and be better. And be better to get through that pain and that hurt. On top of getting evicted, getting fired, not physically being able to get up for work, getting put out by my daddy this year, getting put out by my sister. And my sister asked me to come stay over there, and I was hesitant in the first place. I had a miscarriage this year that was very traumatic. I was in the hospital, in the ICU for 3 or 4 days, fighting for my life. One of the hardest things, the hardest thing I had to do was take my daughter to some motherfuckers that I knew that hated me. My motherfucking mama. The bitch hate me. She don't have no love for me. I am so motherfucking upset. I really need y'all that see this video to please help me get monetized, to help try to accumulate some type of funds to help me. I'm working as well, but to help me get my daughter back quicker. I call the police department and let them know what's going on, and that my mama took my daughter's phone and isn't allowing her to speak to me. And I tell him what's going on. The dude tell me he'll give me a call back. He called me back. It's somebody else. He wants some more information. You asking me all these questions. Hold up. What they got to do with you going over there checking about the well-being of my daughter and how long she been over there? What the fuck they got to do with her safety? And then he want to tell me I'm not going to tell him how to do his job and I need to calm down. Bitch, fuck you. I don't need to calm down. Bitches is playing with me about my motherfucking kid. And I don't play about that. Never have. I've been real quiet, cool, and collected because I've been fucked up this whole year trying to get through this pain and this trauma. I've been trying to get through the trauma of being sexually assaulted. I had a fucking miscarriage. That's a mental thing. I had to overcome that. Nobody talks about this type of shit. I'm the strongest motherfucker I know. And I steady got bitches that want to make shit hard for me. I'm tired. I'm motherfucking tired. I got evicted out of my apartment this year. And I went to school and got 2 certificates. On top of me going through all of this shit. And living in my motherfucking car. And that's not even all of it. Not even to mention all of the generational and the family trauma that I'm having to heal from, that was instilled in me when I was growing up. What the fuck makes you want to attack a person that has been through that much shit? Why? What makes you want to give somebody a hard time that has been through that much? What the fuck is wrong with you evil ass bitches? My mama, that funky, ugly, black, burnt bitch. Your motherfucking face black because you evil, bitch. You are evil, bitch. That's why your whole mouth is fucking black. Don't let nobody ever tell y'all anything different. If you ever meet a motherfucker and they whole mouth is black, every tooth in that bitch, that is a evil person. That's a bad person, a rotten motherfucking person. And that person is not only rotten and evil, they rotten and evil from the fucking core, from the inside out. That's a bad person. That's an evil person. Stupid bitch. He want to tell the police officer he want to be a bitch, and he didn't want to go back and forth with me talking about. And then I got to tell him, well, if it was your kid, you wouldn't be cool, calm, and collected about it. And if you had been sexually assaulted and had to get through all this and was living in your car and all this, oh, I don't want to hear that. Tell me he didn't want to hear it. Bitch, I'm telling you about the hard shit that I've been through. You want to talk about, well, how long has she been over there? And I'm telling you what the fuck I done been through. You telling me you don't want to hear it. Bitch, fuck you. I don't want to hear this shit you talking about. I don't want to hear shit other than you going over there checking on my daughter. I called the motherfucking police to go over there and check on my daughter because, like I said, I ain't talked to her since yesterday night. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And the last time that I spoke to my bitch ass mama, she was mistreating my daughter and got mad at me because I said something about it. Bitch, that's my child. Of course I'm gonna take her for her. She's 7. I'm her motherfucking mama. Are you stupid, bitch? And yes, she was a lot of bitches last night. And I never called my mama her name like that personally to her. But you played with me one too many times, bitch. You been mistreating me my whole motherfucking life. You have talked bad to me, talked down to me, yelled at me, cussed at me, and called me everything but a child of God my whole motherfucking life. And you think I'm gonna let you do that shit to my daughter too? You have made my life a living motherfucking hell. You have caused so much pain and trauma that a nigga having to heal through now. And then you want to do that to my daughter? This bitch got mad at me because I had told her the other day that this shit was ended. This fucking trauma, this dysfunction, this shit was ended. They like that shit. This shit hurts me that my daughter has to be in that shit. This bitch took my daughter's phone where she cannot call me and speak to me, knowing that that is a joy that she has in her life. She tried to play me against my daughter last night on the fucking phone. She took her phone. We was on FaceTime. She didn't want me talking shit about her and talking about the shit she done did, but you won't let my motherfucking baby get her earphones so she can speak to me. You want to get into it with me every motherfucking night. And I tell this bitch, get your ugly ass off my motherfucking baby phone and give her phone back to us so I can talk to my daughter. I don't want to see your ugly ass. I bought that phone so I could talk to my baby. That's what I want to do. Then she want to talk about, because I told her the other day, the same shit you doing my daughter right now, you did that shit to me when I was growing up with my daddy. You did that same type of shit. And she want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that, bro. I don't want to talk about that shit. Fuck that. It's been 29 years, you know, and you haven't tried to fix nothing with me. I don't give a fuck about that then. We not finna fix that. That's out of there. And I don't even talk to your hoe ass. Don't talk to you at all. And that's why I got my daughter a phone so I can speak to her. Go directly to my daughter, because why do I need to speak to your bitch ass if it's not pertaining to my daughter? I don't need to speak to you at all. The police go over there and tell me that she is with her grandfather. That bitch put me out this year because he's a narcissistic ass bitch just like my mama that won't take accountability. And they get mad because I call me on their bullshit. And my daddy wanted to disrespect me when I was at his house, and I told that bitch that I don't allow people to disrespect me in real life. I don't. These bitches that I'm related to, they want to mistreat you and treat you like shit and do you any type of way and expect you not to say nothing, not to do nothing. Ooh. The officer that went over there, he was a bitch. Whatever officer that was over there in Groesbeck, he was a bitch. And he just a bitch. He had a bitch ass attitude. If you went through as much shit as me, you wouldn't be acting cool, calm, and collected. And you don't get to tell me how to act, bitch, about my motherfucking kid. I carried her for 9 months. I breastfed her until she was 8 months old. I did that. You didn't do that. So you don't get to tell me how the fuck I defend her, how I go to war behind her, how I react when somebody is playing with me about my motherfucking kid. You don't get to tell me that, bitch. And I don't give a fuck who you are. So I called another police department when I could, because I'm at work trying to do this shit. I'm at fucking work trying to do this shit. So I'm at work crying and shit, fucked up. I'm fucked up right now. You know, I'm fucked up at that point too. I'm trying to work so I can save my money so I can go back and get my daughter. After being through all of that hard shit this year, and not even to mention the previous years and the shit that I've been through. That's just some of it. That's not even all of it. Motherfuckers still want to make shit hard for me. So my bitch ass sister, let me just say how I don't fuck with all them. Let me just go ahead and break that down. I don't fuck with my sister because, and I cut that bitch off because she asked me to move in with her. She wanted to keep getting into it with me. I thought we had a good relationship. We kept communicating and stuff like that. She kept invalidating my feelings. Did it for months. And finally, some shit happened where my daddy kept on talking shit about me, and I had already cut him off at this point. And she know that I had already told her that I don't want to hear shit else that nigga had to say. If you want to tell me about what happened with that nigga, you tell me when that bitch is dead. And that's what the fuck I mean. And I'll go into detail why I cut that bitch ass nigga off too. But first, back to this whole ass sister. So she got mad because I stopped talking to her, but she kept on coming back to me, telling me about how my daddy kept on talking about me and shit like that, and saying that I was crazy and this and that, and I was just talking shit about me, keeping my motherfucking name in his dick sucker. And I asked her, you know, what you say? Oh, well, I didn't say nothing. And I got in my feelings because I thought we had a real good relationship and I really loved my sister at the time, and I thought we was locked in. And I was like, well, you know, why is it that you can tell me what he said, but when I tell you to tell that bitch ass nigga to keep my motherfucking name out of his mouth, you won't go back and say that? But you can tell me what he said, and then when he say some shit, you don't say nothing? But you make like you love me and you here for me, this and that? Nigga, you don't love me and you not here for me. And I told her, you know, I feel like that's some hoe ass shit, because had somebody said something about you, I don't give a fuck who it was, you know, I'ma check that shit. Like, ain't nobody finna talk about you like that. We not finna do that. And I said, you could have even said, oh, no, when he went to talking, you didn't even have to go in and defend me like that. You could have just said, oh, no, we not finna do that. You didn't even do that. You didn't even do that. And I've gotten into it with a motherfucker about you. So it's like, not trying to hear that. And I told her, you know, I feel like you part of the problem. And then she tried to tell me she feel like she took up for me for so long and it's just not getting her anywhere. It's getting you somewhere with me. So you sitting up on the phone and then you and this nigga face in person and he talking shit about me when he just put your goofy ass out this year as well, after he put me out. And you called me sad and crying and shit. But now y'all buddies. Baby, I don't play them kind of games. Bitch, fuck you. So after that, the relationship was weird. After I addressed it and I had told her I had wanted to talk to her when she got home, but she insisted that we talk before she got home, and we talked about it, and it was just not reciprocated. So it was weird after that. And after that, I just kind of shut down. I wanted to speak to her, but I couldn't because the words wouldn't physically come out, because you have been invalidating my feelings for so many months that now it's just like, I don't want to talk to you because I told you what was going on and you didn't try to fix it. You try to make an excuse for some shit. So I'm done with it. Like, I would tell her, like, one day we was in Dallas or whatever, and I was driving, she was in passenger side, and somebody on the side was like, hey, can you get over? Can I get over? And I was like, I can be so ditzy at times, but I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? I was like saying it like that, and my sister tried to say I was mad, and I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not mad. I said it like that, like generally confused, like, because if I could let you over, like, I would, but I don't have any space to let you over, you know, so I'm confused at where you want me to go. She tried to say that I was mad and got into it with me. This dry ass got into it with me for that. And then I said, you know, on the way, I said something because it wasn't sitting right with me, and I was like, you know, that's some weird ass shit, some old ass shit you did. Like, how you gonna try to tell me that I was mad when I know for a fact I wasn't mad? And I even explained to you what expression that was. All for her to come back later on down the line and tell me, oh, I'm sorry, you know, it wasn't that you was mad, it was that I was really mad, and I had some stuff going on and I didn't want you to be mad. Bitch, what? That don't even make sense, but okay. I'm not finna argue with you. People think they can tell you anything and expect you to believe that shit. Oh shit. So after I had my miscarriage, it was really hard for me, and I went through it really bad. At first, it was a lot of physical pain, but after the physical pain wore off a bit, I had to deal with my emotions. So it was a lot of mental stuff that I had to heal from that situation alone. And I wasn't sleeping. I couldn't rest. It was just not a good time in my life. And I was full of rage and anger after that. It hurt. A month after my miscarriage, or a month and a couple days later, my sister got into it with me. And I think it may have been on my graduation for my certificate, for a self-love coach. And my sister had did my hair before my graduation, and I had never had box braids, and I was like, hey, you gonna have to help me dip them, because I don't know how to do it. And she got mad at me and got an attitude. What she say? She said I was whining or something. No, I'm just telling you because I don't know how to do it. I've never done it before. And then when I heated up the water, she wouldn't even help me. She just got an attitude. And then she want to come back and apologize later. The bitch is a ticking time bomb. That's what I do know. And like, we made up or whatever. She just, I had a night where I was up yelling and like, whoa, and breathing hard and stuff, because it's just a bunch of shit a nigga be going through. Like, and somebody always trying to put me through something. It's like, how you expect a nigga to get through this shit? Like, y'all think a bitch superwoman. So we made up or whatever. But after the invalidation in the last incident I spoke about, and she didn't take up for me, I feel some type of way, because I would never allow nobody to be in my presence talking about it, and I fuck with her like that. I just feel like, and I told her, the love I give, I guess I can't expect others to give it to me. And it was really fucked up. And after that, like I said, I didn't talk to her, and the environment, the energy after that was weird. It was hostile. I could feel it. We were sleeping in the bed together, and like, it just felt negative, dark, evil, sinister. I didn't feel safe anymore, but I stayed there for a little while after that, like some days, a week or so, I don't know, something like that. So one day my sister got up. We were supposed to be going together and getting spas and stuff like that. And I had actually set it up and sent her the information and did all the research, and she ended up leaving without me. It's fine though, I didn't want to go because we hadn't been speaking anyways, but it's like, you wasting my motherfucking time because I ain't have to do that research and shit. That's made my valuable time. But she left, and when she was gone, she texted me, and I had already had a feeling. Something had already said, my intuition had already told me, she gonna put your ass out. But I didn't know it was gonna be that same day. Before she could, not before, but later that day, she texted my phone and she was like, get your shit and get the fuck out. Oh, get your shit and get the fuck out. So I got my shit and I got the fuck out. I took my time doing it, and I took what I could, what was essential, because there was a lot of shit that I couldn't take with me. And this is exactly why I didn't feel comfortable fucking with my sister, because it was just some shit that I was peeping. I had already knew that I wasn't gonna be able to trust my sister, because my intuition had been telling me months, and I've been ignoring it because I didn't want to believe that I couldn't trust my sister. So, like, one of the incidents was, I'm gonna give you an example, because other people out here, please don't ignore your intuition. And if you have been, try to focus and be aware of it, so you can, be 30 steps ahead. But like, when I came back from the city to stay with her again, I had all my clothes in my car, and I never wanted to take them out. Yeah, I'm trying to hit my vape. I never wanted to take them out, and she kept on trying to convince me to take all my clothes out the car. And like I said, I never wanted to, because something was just telling me, or I was just having a feeling that, something ain't gonna end right. Even though I had planned on going back to the city anyways, but like I said, it was just a feeling like something ain't gonna end right. And it was like the reason why I didn't want to take my clothes in, because that ain't where I was supposed to be, and that's not where I was going to be at. So I had to take that into consideration. Another little thing, and I'm giving you little examples, like little stuff. I was trying to say shit and stuff at the same time. Like, one of the examples I'm gonna give, like, my sister had bought me a bottle of soap, a big bottle of soap, and I already had another bottle with a little bit in it, and something was like, don't put the whole bottle of soap in the bathroom, only put half of it. And the reason that I was being told to only put half of it in there was because I wasn't gonna be there. And what I was hearing was, when that soap is gone or almost gone, that's when it'll be time for you to go. And that's exactly what happened too. That's exactly what happened. My intuition been here. I had just been ignoring it. I wanted to make it work so bad. I wanted to believe it so bad that it was gonna work. But it didn't. And after that, I blocked my sister on everything and cut all communication, because she knew I didn't have nowhere to go. She had already told me prior, months prior and weeks prior, she didn't want me to, because she had told me to leave at one point, and then she was like, well, she didn't want me to have to live in my car or have to go and live with a man, because like I said previously, if you watched any of my content, like, I'd rather be in my car alone by myself in peace than being with a man and then having to give up some coochie that I don't want to give up simply because I'm using a man for some money. No, I don't want to do that. That's not the life I live. I'm capable, totally capable of going and get my own bag. I always have been. I don't need to do that at all. And I steady been channeling No Help. I've been channeling a lot of songs. I need to write them down because I kind of forgot some. So yeah, I cut all communication with her so I don't fuck with her. And not only that, she knows how terrible my family is. She had been telling me, Star, you need to get it together so you can get your baby back. And I had been telling her, I'm trying. It's not easy. Like, it's not easy. It hasn't been easy out here. It's just me. And I'm doing it alone. And that shit is not easy. People don't give me no credit for the shit that I do. And I'm always out here. I'm fucking amazing. I'm amazing. And I don't be getting no credit for being amazing out here. So, and it was just another thing. She kept on trying to get me to bring my stuff in the house. Just all my stuff in the house. It's like, bitch, you trying to get me to bring all my stuff in the house knowing that your intentions weren't good for me. And then my sister already got something going on with herself that she need to heal. She got mad at me months ago because my car had died and she was out of town, and I waited for hours just for her to come back and give me a boost. And I told her, you know, take your time. I just want to go to the gym, you know. That's all I want to do. I just want to be able to go to the gym today. That's it. So when she came back, she wouldn't even open up her hood to put the cables on her car. And I had already put them on mine. I'm waiting for her. She wanted me to get out and do it. And then later she came back and told me that she felt like I was trying to defeminize her, because I've always been the sister that was feminine and this and that. Girl, that's something that you got going on with you. I never thought that. I just wanted to go to the motherfucking gym. Me trying to make you feel less feminine, that's because you feel that way about yourself. You do nigga shit. You do masculine shit. And then you get mad at me because that's how you feel about you. Baby, that's not my problem. I'm working a masculine ass job right now, but best believe I'm very feminine. I know how to do it both. It's a balance in this bitch. And femininity isn't something that you can just gain. It's something that's within you. You have to have it. You mad at me because I'm feminine? You weird, dude. That's weird. And even though I said it's not something you can gain, but you know, I don't be trying to make people feel bad about themselves or nothing like that. I motivate and boost people up and uplift people. And I've like showed you how to dress as far as, you know, feminine wise, and giving you tips about beauty and stuff like that. So it's like, what the fuck makes you think that I'm trying to defeminize you? You sound crazy. Like, go heal whatever that wound is, or whatever that jealousy or weird vibe, I don't know, that whatever that is, please go heal it, because that ain't got shit to do with me. But that bitch didn't give me no boost neither. Did not give me a boost. Took her bitch ass back in the house, and then came back out and did the exact same shit. Wouldn't get out and do the cables, and took her bitch ass on. You wouldn't help me because you talking about I'm trying to treat her like a nigga. How am I trying to treat you like a nigga? No, you're trying to treat me like a nigga. Why do you think that I'm trying to defeminize you? I got on clothes to go to the gym. What are you talking about? You're wearing a dress because, oh, you just went and got your nails did. You feel, girl, bye. And then the last time I needed a boost, she called me stupid. So it's like another thing I don't play about. I don't play about bitches insulting my intelligence. I don't play like that at all. At all. It's just not cool, because I'm way far from stupid. And that really bothered me, because motherfuckers have always tried to make like I was slow. Just like my mama bitch ass on that phone last night, she gonna tell me, dyslexic ass motherfucker. Okay, and because I called her a coward. Spell coward. Spell coward. Bitch, I know how to spell coward. How old are you? Where have you been? Just because I'm dyslexic and I don't have the best spelling doesn't mean that I don't know how to spell coward. But it's not something that I'm ashamed about. Like, you want me to be ashamed about that? And I just told you the other day that my child could possibly have it, and then you want to sit up and call me a dyslexic motherfucker? Like, that's not right when you know I was just speaking to you about that. And it's just because I called you a coward. Come on now, you are a coward. You're a big coward, a big ugly coward, a miserable bitch ass coward. You a lot of things. You're an ugly bitch. And like I told her, if you take as much time as putting into yourself to try to make yourself fucking better, maybe you'll be a lot better off than trying to do this shit that you're doing. She don't want to hear shit like that. Niggas don't want to hear that real shit. And like I told her, you don't like the way I'm talking to you, but you talk to me like this my whole fucking life. And I've been waiting a long time to do this. You talk to me like this my whole life, and now that I'm doing it to you, you don't like that shit. It don't feel good, do it? It don't feel good. Then when my baby got on the phone with me last night, she was telling me not to be telling her Gigi nothing because my mama wasn't gonna allow me to talk to her. So I'm grown. You can't punish me. And my daughter's not on punishment. So since you don't like me calling you out on your bullshit, since you don't like taking accountability, since you don't like being a coward, you're not gonna allow my daughter to talk to me. She's cried every day because you hung up on me. When you could just, all I want to do is talk to my daughter until I'm able to actually get her back with me. That's it. And you don't want to allow me to do that. So that bitch right there, and like I said, she got like 7 or 8 phones in that bitch. She buy 2-3 phones, get 2-3 phones every year. The bitch is retarded, and she's a hoarder. She's a fucking nasty ass hoarder. Nasty ass bitch. She got mad years ago because I told her that was a mental disorder, which it is. Hoarding is a mental disorder, and that I was telling her that to get help. But she just cussed me out, yelled and cussed at me. That was all she did. She didn't like that. I also told her years ago my sister needed counseling, and she yelled and cussed at me. And I told my sister that, while I was talking to her this year, and she agreed that she did need counseling. So I was right, but it's not about being right. It's about people getting the help, the proper healing to get through the trauma and the hardships in life. That's what it's about. It's not about being right all the time. But so while I was at work, when I had the opportunity, and there was a lot of time in between, but I don't know how long, I called another police department and told them what was going on, and had them go to my daddy's house so I could see what was going on with my daughter, because I hadn't talked to her since yesterday. Her phone was going straight to voicemail. There's no reason it should be going to voicemail, because her phone is trying to take everywhere. And the officer tells me about how my daughter looked and this and that. I don't want to hear about how she looked. Her phone was took away from her because my mama didn't want me talking to her. I hadn't seen my daughter in months or talked to her. And then the officers keep wanting to ask me, well, what's the reason that I don't have my daughter? And the first one I tell him, he tell me he didn't want to hear it. So the second officer, I didn't tell him because it's none of his business, because you're not going to do what the fuck I need you to do. And then when I called the police, I told the lady that he had dope in the house. That my daddy has dope in the house. And don't let him tell you he doesn't have dope in the house, because he does have dope in the house. And it's in the bedroom. Do you know that I talked to the officer and I brought that up, and he's going to tell me he did not get told that? And then when I finally kept talking about it, he was like, well, I was told that it could possibly be dope in the house. I said, well, isn't that called a tip? And right when someone is given a tip that it's supposed to be an investigation, well, yeah, it's a tip and it is supposed to be an investigation, then why the fuck was it not investigated? Well, he came, he let me in, I looked around, but that's not what I was told. That's not what I told you. I told the lady that he had dope in the house and it was in the bedroom. And then I asked him, well, aren't all of these phone calls recorded? Yeah, where they are. Okay, well, I'm gonna need to file a complaint or speak to someone to see what can be done about this, so somebody can be reprimanded or something. Because if I told you a tip about somebody having dope and then you didn't even go and investigate it, then somebody not doing their job. Somebody not doing their job, and somebody needs to pay for this. So he gonna tell me I'm gonna have to come up there Monday through Friday through the week, and I tell him, why should I have? I asked him, I'm just my emotions. I asked him, is there not a number, an email of somebody I can speak to, or contact besides having to come up there? Because I work during the week. No, you would have to come up here and get a form, and then you would have to fill it out. Well, if that's the case, it should be a way that they can email it to me. But people tell you anything and expect you to believe it. They do this shit all the time. So he tells me that my daddy had told him that I could call his house phone. First of all, that bitch know I blocked him. You know I can't call no house phone. And the last time I checked, the bitch house phone wasn't on. So how the fuck I know the number? And I'm finna tell y'all the reason that I blocked this bitch. So when I was at his house after I got evicted from my apartment, I was going to school, and I'm trying to be a better version of myself. So I be trying to have everything right in all aspects of my life, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, economically, I already said financially, environmentally, all of that stuff. So he kept calling me black ass, and I did a video in the past, and just was being disrespectful to me. He was always yelling. I don't like all that, and I'm grown. I'm not a kid. Like, and don't call me black ass. Don't disrespect me. I'm grown, man. Like, I don't play that type of shit. I don't play that type of shit with folks. I'm the real deal out here. I'm the realest, and I always tell people I'm the realest motherfucker you gonna ever meet. I'm the realest. The realest, for real. And I stopped talking to him because I don't like being addressed as something that isn't my name. You know, for what reason? And not only that, you always call me black ass, this and that, but you darker than me. He's a self-hating ass nigga married to a white bitch. And I'll get into why she's a bitch too. Everybody's a bitch. They came in between me getting my daughter and me gaining my stability back sooner. Yep, they all a bitch, and they got hell to pay. Y'all gonna have to pay for this shit. But so he didn't like, one thing about me, people don't like when I stop talking to them. Anytime I stop talking to somebody, they retaliate against me. So I stopped talking to him in the home because I don't like dealing with people like that, and he's very fucking immature and inappropriate. The bitch is always making a sexual joke. He think he funny. It's just, it's lame, it's sickening, and it's just not cool. So he had been doing shit while I was at his house to get a reaction out of me. Like, he always cooking for people and shit. He had told me he wasn't gonna cook me shit, and I told him I didn't give a fuck because, you know, first of all, I've been gone for years, nigga. I got a whole child and had a whole family. Who the fuck you think been cooking? I'm not a kid, you dumb bitch. What's wrong with y'all? Just stupid. And it's like, I know how to survive, ho. So since he seen nothing faze me, he had to go to the next thing. He know I like to smoke weed. He gon' go and get some little weed out his room for him and his wife to smoke, and then gonna point to me and say, and you not gonna hit it. First of all, I wouldn't dare hit nothing you two nasty motherfuckers hitting. And I like to smoke by my motherfucking self. Believe that. I'm not gonna share my weed with nobody at all, unless you somebody that I'm with or somebody that I really fuck with. Babe, we not doing that. I don't give a fuck about you doing that. Bitch, I'm not a fiend. It's not gonna hurt me that you're doing that. The fuck? That didn't work. So he had to go do some more shit. What was it? He took the paper towels away. He didn't put no paper towels in the bathroom no more. He did that as a punishment. It's just like, bitch, grow up. I got napkins in my motherfucking car. Grow the fuck up. Do something with yourself. You doing the same petty shit you was doing as I was a kid. I'm grown. What do you bitches not understand? I'm grown. Find somebody to play with. So, and I think that his bitch ass wife told this, because after this is when some bullshit happened. I told that funky bitch one day about the thing that hurts me the most is not being able to see and talk to my daughter. Me not having my daughter with me. And I think that bitch went and told him. And the reason I wasn't talking to my daughter every day because it hurt too bad. It hurt so fucking bad, and I didn't know how to face it. And I didn't want to keep reopening that wound. I didn't know how to deal with it. I was trying to figure out the best way to deal with it while going to school and trying to fix myself. So I'm outside one day and my sister asked me, because I'm having my little meetings for school and stuff, what time was my meet? And I told her, and it actually ran longer. This sorry son of a bitch waited till I was outside and started my meeting to get on the phone and call my mama to have my baby on the phone and then put it on speaker so I could hear my daughter just so he could hurt me. And this bitch did it twice while I was there. And he did some other shit while I was there. I was at his house one day in my car, and he knew I was in my car, under the carport. And he and his wife was in the kitchen playing cards, and my sister was inside in her room, and she confirmed this at the time because I asked her, and she told me. I'm sitting in my car under the carport, facing this way, the back door right here. He comes outside, walks in front of my car, and he take a piss. And I text my sister to let her know what's going on. She like, nobody's in the bathroom. And he knows that. Bitch, what was that about? That's weird. You a weird bitch. And when I was there, like in the living room and stuff, and it'd be times where he wouldn't even be in there. Anytime he put on a movie, it's always got some sexual shit in it. That shit is weird. That shit is weird than a motherfucker. My sister and I had not been talking to him at one point. At one point when I was at his house, my sister, I had already stopped talking to him, and my sister stopped talking to him sometime after me. We went out of town one day, came back, and he stayed out there in the country. It's pitch black out there. That bitch had every light off in that house. Every motherfucking light off in that house, sitting in that house like a motherfucking psychopath. Couldn't see a motherfucking thing on purpose to get a reaction out of the motherfucker because we stopped talking to him. The bitch is a narcissistic ass codependency bitch. You want to mistreat people and you want people around, but you don't do them right. But you need them there. He's a fucked up individual. Those people down there are fucking evil. I'm tired of going through shit and people not understanding what I'm going through and thinking that I'm crazy or I'm the bad person or it's me. No, the fuck, it's not me. It's not me at all. It's these motherfuckers out here playing though. So he was just a weird bitch. So he did that shit twice about my daughter. And that second time I about lost it. I did knock over one of the chairs in his house, and then he pulled his phone out and tried to record me and got in my face, and I knocked that phone out his hand. And then he said he was gonna before that he said he was gonna record me and put me on Facebook and call the laws on me and tell him I was tearing up his house, which was a fucking lie. But he did that shit just to get a reaction out of me. And then when he got a reaction out of me, he played victim by trying to say he was gonna record me, call the police, and say that I'm tearing up his house. You've been doing little shit every week to try to get a reaction out of me. And since you're not getting it, you want to go and do the one thing. Because he kept on trying to find out things that hurt me when I was there. He studied me to try to find out what could he do to hurt me. You a fucked up person to do that. Why do you have people around you and your intentions is to try to figure out what can hurt them because you try to control somebody? Bitch, you can't even read. You can barely read. But you trying to control somebody. And yes, he keep dope in the house for them nasty white bitches that he be fucking. He keeps dope in the house. So for you people down there in Groesback, Texas, that supposed to go down there to Thornton and investigate that dope that was in that house that I told you that was in that bedroom and you didn't do it, I'm going to file a complaint. That lady who did not relay that message, even though I made sure that I told her, don't let him tell you that there's not dope in the house and it's in the bedroom, lady, you fucked up. That's not right. Y'all gonna learn to stop playing with me about my motherfucking kid out here. Because it's a lot of things, but my kid is not one of them. It's okay for a motherfucker to do something to me, but don't play with me when it comes to my kid. So they go over there and don't even look for the dope, but then talking about he let him in the house. Bitch, you probably walked in there and stood and looked. You ain't went through nothing. And then they didn't do what they were supposed to. No, they didn't do their motherfucking job. And I still didn't get to talk to my motherfucking baby. When I asked him, can he go back so I can at least say something to my baby, or can you allow me to talk to her and you be there? Oh no, I can't do that. I can't get into that. Bitch, what you mean you can't get into that? And then I asked him on my baby phone going straight to voicemail. Well, she left her phone at grandma's. Bitch, she ain't leave her phone at her grandma's. My mama then took her phone from her every motherfucking day this week because she didn't want her talking to me. My baby ain't left her motherfucking phone. She took it from her. Because she's an ugly old bitch that didn't take care of herself and didn't do right. Bitch, you work for the state of Texas. Oh, and I needed to clear this up because I like to speak nothing but the truth and facts. I said that she worked for the state of Texas 17 years. It may have been 15. I believe it's either 15 or 17. But anyway, she had longevity with the job. And that bitch stole the whole time. And you stole all them toothbrushes and toothpaste. And I asked her the other day when I was on the phone with her, why the fuck you didn't, all that shit you stole from the state, you stole toothbrushes and toothpaste and you couldn't even put one in your motherfucking mouth. But you want to try to tell me something. Bitch, I don't want to talk to you. The bitch is mad because I cut her off and I don't speak to her. My bitch ass daddy is mad because I cut him off and I don't speak to him. When I cut motherfuckers off, when I don't speak to them, they get mad and they retaliate. I have lost a job because I stopped speaking to a bitch ass nigga. I have lost a job because of that. When I cut bitches off, they feel that shit. When I cut bitches off, my absent presence is felt. They feel that shit. And you know how weak a bitch gotta be to gang up to go against me, somebody who's been through a lot of shit? You are a weak bitch to gang up against me to try to destroy me as much shit as I've been through in life. Florine Shield Johnson, R.L. Johnson, Takira Chantel Robinson. You bitches are gonna pay for this. You bitches think that y'all gonna get away with playing with me about my motherfucking daughter? Y'all better get ready. Get ready. And then the last officer that I talked to gonna tell me that my daddy said that my mama and him have custody of my daughter? Bitch, what? What the fuck you talking about? I said, no, my mama don't have custody of my daughter. And if she does, somebody forged some documents and somebody going to jail because I never signed shit. Didn't sign a thing. So that bitch Florine, if Florine Shield Johnson has forged documents with my signature, she's going to fucking jail. I never signed my motherfucking rights over to my daughter, ever. Never have and never will. You got me fucked up. Bitch, you mistreated me my whole life and then you think you finna repeat the cycle with my daughter. No, you're not doing that. Bitch, I will come down there and do you something big. Do you something so motherfucking bad. That's what you don't want to do. I'm not playing with none of you bitches behind my motherfucking daughter. It's not a game out here. It's no reason that I keep having to fight with you stupid bitches simply because I don't allow y'all to treat me and my daughter any type of way because I take up for myself. I'm the problem to you bitches because I take up for myself. How does that make sense to y'all? I'm the problem to you bitches because I take up for myself. Y'all are some weak bitches. All three of you bitches got to gang up just to go against me. You bitches is weak out here. Weak than a bitch and it ain't no strength in you. It ain't no strength in you bitches. And Florine, you a ugly bitch. You a ugly bitch. You ugly from the inside out. Bitch gonna tell me how I'm ugly and we both look alike. Bitch, two people can look alike and be ugly. You know that. You didn't say that yourself before. You just don't want to be ugly, but you are ugly. And you ugly from the inside out, and true beauty starts from within. You's a ugly bitch. You ugly in the inside, you's a ugly bitch. Because this out here could be pretty and the inside is ugly. That bitch is ugly from the inside out. It's not disappointing with the ugly. She won the contest. Like, bitch, find somebody to play with. Nappy-headed, ratty-head hoe. Do something to your hair. Do something. God damn. You want to talk about me being ugly? Bitch, I'm living in my car. I'm living in my car, and I don't look my best self right now, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. A bitch really is going through it. But guess what? I'm still getting up every day with a smile on my motherfucking face and having to fight with motherfuckers like this. And if them bitches think they gonna take my kid away from me, you trying to take my kid away from me? Bitch, what? You want me to come down there and set that bitch off, apparently. You gotta want me to come down there and set that bitch off, because you can't be in your right mind thinking you gonna do something like that. Bitch, you didn't even have enough sense to take the time out to use a stolen toothbrush and a stolen toothpaste that you brought into the homes to brush your motherfucking teeth, and your whole mouth is black, but you think you know what the fuck is best for somebody. You really think that? This bitch said she was gonna whoop my daughter's ass the other day because she told her throat was dry. And we got into it. And I told her she was not about to whoop my baby ass because she told her throat was dry. And got mad at her because she asked for some water because her throat is dry. And when I was there this past weekend, my mom even told me that they had been having dry throats. So if you know y'all been having dry throats, why the fuck is you playing in my face and not giving my baby what the fuck she need? And telling her you gonna beat her ass. I grew up my whole life dealing with that stupid bitch where I couldn't go to her and talk to her about shit I needed to talk about, because anytime I did, the bitch gonna tell me, oh, I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Bitch, nobody wanna hear that shit. And you not finna do that shit to my daughter. And she mad at me. The bitch is mad at me because she think that I'm not supposed to say nothing to her. But this is what you don't realize. I don't give a fuck about who you are, what title you think you hold, because you not shit to me. You, my daddy, or my sister, y'all bitches is all three dead to me. You bitches are dead to me. I swear to God. You bitches are dead to me. But I don't give a fuck what title you think you hold. I live my life by love, authenticity, and respect. That's how I move. So, but y'all had me fucked up at the disrespect. People want to disrespect me, but then when I get disrespectful, you want to put a cap on my disrespect. No, baby, there's no cap on this disrespect over here. You don't get a cap it. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. My mama want to talk about she don't like how I'm talking to her. I bought my daughter earphones and a whole phone and taught her how to use it. But I'm on my baby phone talking to you when I just called to talk to my daughter. She told my daughter, she said, claimed my daughter wasn't gonna do right. Daughter did right with the phone. It was still an issue. She don't need it there. That's what you said the next day. And I told her to send her phone with her. Then the next day, what's going on? Oh, well, we finna get ready to go somewhere. You gotta get off the phone. What? I said, just how you have your earphones, you know, so you can speak to me on the go. You don't have to just, that phone is for you to take everywhere. And then the next day, it's still another issue. Every day it's a different thing. And I cussed her bitch ass out because, bitch, you not finna keep playing on my motherfucking top. It's nothing my baby is doing. I had to explain to my baby, it's nothing you doing wrong, baby. She called herself trying to punish me, but she really hurting you in the process. And she doesn't like that I'm saying that. My baby see that you ain't shit, bitch. My baby see that. And like I said, she tried to play my baby against me last night on the phone. Had my motherfucking baby phone while I was on FaceTime with her ugly ass in the camera. And yes, the bitch is ugly. Any of you bitches that are down there in Limestone County, well, y'all ain't bitches, but that's what type of energy I'm in right now. Any of you individuals that are down there in Limestone County that know that bitch personally knows that she is a ugly bitch. She is. She's a very ugly bitch. And she want to be in the phone talking to me and shit, and while my daughter is over here, and then I see my daughter on the side. My daughter is bawling with tears because she just wants to talk to me, and she won't let her. Just so she can hurt me. My daughter don't deserve that hurt. It's already enough on her mental state that of going through this, as well as me. And then she already doesn't have her daddy in her life, and there's a lifetime protective order in place, and it was traumatic when he left for us both. And it's just like, you want to steady do shit. All three of you bitches don't like me. All three of you bitches hate me, and y'all don't want my daughter to talk to me. Those people want to destroy me. They motherfucking evil. Please, y'all, share this video, like this video, subscribe, do y'all big one on this video. I know this video is long, but I have to start getting these testimonies out. Like I said, I'm gonna start blogging my life. And that police, like, they didn't do nothing. I know I'm all over the place, but if I go down there, I'm gonna go to jail, y'all. If I have to go down there, I'm gonna go to jail. And I really don't want to go to jail. I've never been to jail. I don't have a record. And I really love my daughter, and I want to really get my daughter back. I've been trying to heal and stack up my money, but my finances have been attacked many times this year. And I'm just trying to get my daughter back, man, and I'm trying to help other people. I'm busting my ass right now, trying to work and get her back. My daughter don't deserve this pain. She don't deserve to be hurt. My daughter would have never left her phone. My daughter told me the other day that her Gigi wouldn't let her take her phone. Her Gigi, I asked her the other day, has she been able to be on her phone? Her Gigi didn't have it somewhere. Her Gigi had it somewhere. So they ugly bitches taking her phone and hiding it. If I go down there, I'm gonna break that bitch jaw in. I'm gonna break her whole motherfucking face in. And I don't even know if I can say that on here, but I'm trying not to be like that. But they playing with me about my kid. And it's not okay. And not only that, my daughter told me when I seen her in person this past weekend, that when I called the school on her birthday and talked to her, that it made her feel better. And you won't allow her to talk to me. And I had told my baby, yeah, it made me feel better too. You bitches are gonna pay for this. You bitches gonna pay in the motherfucking worst way. And I don't wish now one of you three bitches nothing good. But if you wanna do something, since people like to play with me and start shit, what y'all can do is, what my daddy and my sister can do, y'all go ahead and do the mouth swabs and go ahead and get that DNA test and figure out if my daddy is really my sister's daddy, or see if that's really Stacey Crane's daughter. Because if it's really my daddy's daughter, why the fuck does my sister look just like Patricia, Stacey's sister? Why that? I'm really sick of you bitches down there, because y'all keep playing with me about my kid. And all three of you bitches know that y'all dead wrong for being a part of my baby not having a phone so she can't talk to me. You bitches are dead wrong. The state of Texas, y'all need to do an investigation and go and arrest Florine Shield Johnson for all that shit that she stole from the state of Texas. She still got some items now, to this day, from the state of Texas that she has stolen. So, y'all should go and see about that. And like I said, that nigga got dope in his house. I know for a fact he got some sawed offs over there. That's against the law. Go over there and confiscate that shit. Y'all didn't even do y'all motherfucking job. And that bitch that was called, that was at the police department, that didn't tell that nigga what I said to say about that dope being in that motherfucking bedroom. Baby, it's not the end of that. I'm finna ruffle all the feathers because y'all got me fucked up. I don't know why people come so hard for me when I don't be doing shit to nobody but trying to live in peace. That's it. I be wanting to live in peace. That's it. That's it. And that bitch didn't like how good of a time my daughter and I had when I was at her house. How we sit up and did art and we laughed and just had a good time. She didn't like that. You don't like that I have a close-knit bond with my daughter because you don't have one with your kids? Bitch, before this happened to me, you know, my daughter and I were very close and very communicative. We talk about everything. We have a good relationship. She was on my titty till she was 8 months. So, I mean, that's my day one. Like, and then you try to play her against me on the phone last night, and once you went going for that shit, you want to hang up on me? You a foul ass bitch. You think you want to get in my motherfucking baby head and manipulate her, you dirty ass bitch. You need to make sure that you attend your motherfucking MHMR visit when it's time. And him too. My mom and my daddy, they want to call me crazy when both of them bitches is certified crazy on paper. Both of the bitches is MHMR certified. But they always want to talk about me. I don't give a fuck about what y'all doing if y'all not hurting my motherfucking daughter, treating her right. If you not doing that, why the fuck I can't talk to my daughter? Because you doing some shit you don't have no business doing. And even when I seen my daughter in person, I asked my daughter, I was like, how do you think your Gigi was acting since I've been here? My daughter told me she thought that she was acting pretty good because we hadn't seen each other in a while. Because she know that she was putting on the motherfucking front. She know that shit fake. She knows she's living with a fake bitch. Y'all that watch the video, I can't believe I've been on here this long. I'm a loner. I be by myself and I be needing to talk about shit, and it's not good to have a build up of all that stuff to talk about. I'm really just trying to stack up my money and get my daughter back. Like, if y'all could just help me, anything is greatly appreciated. It's just trying to put my baby in a situation where she be scared to tell me if she's all right or not. I don't want her to be like that, and that's how they want her to be. They want to mistreat her, and I keep on telling people about this, and I'm tired of people. I need my vindication to go ahead and come through. I need whatever this is to stop. It's crazy, man, how hard people have tried in this life to hurt me, to destroy me. And it's just like, for what? But like I said, I don't talk to now 3 of them motherfuckers, and they don't like it. And the thing is, when I really love someone, I'll drop any and everything for them. Like, I'm always here for you. I'm always gonna be there. And once I cut you off, that's cold turkey. I don't wing you. You get none of that. And then once that cutoff is done, that cord cutting is done, people feel that and they be mad, and the only thing they can do is try to retaliate, and to try to retaliate in something that's going to really hurt me in a severe way. And if anybody is listening, please, y'all, send up extra prayers for my daughter and her safety, her mental